we have discussed what is a business incubator. A business incubator is a company that helps new and startup companies to develop by providing such different services like management training or office space. We also discussed the rural entrepreneurship. What are the different barriers to rural entrepreneurs that we have discussed? And then today we will be discussing about women entrepreneurs. So women entrepreneurs, like from the name itself, women entrepreneurship, that means women entrepreneurs are women or group of women who initiate, organize and operate a business enterprise. Government of India has defined women entrepreneurship in a statement like an enterprise owned and controlled by women, saving a minimum financial interest of 51% of the capital and giving at least 51% of the employment generated in the enterprise to women. So women entrepreneurship, the what are the different pull factors and push factors for women to come into the entrepreneurship, that we'll have to discuss. Why women become entrepreneur? There may be few pull factors. Pull factor means those factors which attracts women to get into the entrepreneurship. The different pull factors which attracts women to entrepreneurship may be an urge to do something new. There may be few women who are always thinking of doing something their own and doing something new. Then there may be liking of business, liking towards business, need and perception of women's liberation, equity, etc. So few women, they want to liberate, they want to get the freedom of starting their own enterprise, to gain the recognition, importance and social status, to get economic independence, to build their own confidence, to develop the risk taking ability and to gain greater freedom and mobility. So there are few women who are attracted by all these factors and they get into the entrepreneurship. However, there may be few push factors which compel women to get into entrepreneurship. The push factors may be the death of the breadwinner, that means the head of the family, the death of the person, that may compel a woman to start a new business. There may be another reason, that sudden falling family income. Suddenly the family income has fallen because of some or other reason, because of job loss of the head of the family or some other reason, the sudden fall in the family income or permanent inadequacy in the family income, that may be the another reason. So due to all these pull factors as well as push factors, many of the women, they get into entrepreneurship. While getting into the entrepreneurship, what all the different functions what women entrepreneurs are performing, Frederick Harbison, he has given the different functions that women entrepreneurs performs in their entrepreneurial venture. This function may be first of all to explore the prospects of starting a new business enterprise. So finding out new prospects or opportunities for new business, then undertaking risk and handling of economic uncertainties involved in the business, then introduction of innovation or imitation of the innovation. There may be some innovation which thought by women entrepreneurs, or maybe if there is no innovation, they may imitate or copy the innovations made by other entrepreneurs and they start the business. Then coordination, administration and control and Similarly, supervision and leading the enterprise. All these are the very important functions which Frederick Harbison has quoted. These are the functions of women entrepreneurs. Then different problems which are faced by women entrepreneurs in India that we'll have to discuss. The major problems which are faced by women entrepreneurs in situation like India, there are different problems like problem of finance. Most of the times these women entrepreneurs or the women are dependent on the family or the head of the family. They find it very difficult to raise the finance. Many banks or financial institutions, they are also ignorant towards giving finance to such entrepreneurs led by women. Then scarcity of raw material. Scarcity means the difficulty or the shortage, rareness of raw material. The raw material is difficult to find out. The women entrepreneurs may find it difficult to find out the sources for that raw materials. Then stiff competition in the market. There may be stiff competition in the market to match the competitive product in the market. They have to raise the standard of the product, the quality of the product. They will have to market, do the proper marketing of the product, and because of difficulties in finance, they also find it very difficult to face the stiff competition in the market. Then another problem faced by women in India is family ties. In India, you will particularly see women, they are very much tied up with family, the different household work, they will have to take care of the family. Also, they are dominated by the male in the society or the head of the family, and therefore they find it very difficult to start something of their own and find time to devote to such new enterprise. In some places, the lack of education, most of the women are illiterate. The lack of education, lack of professional training, lack of technical knowledge, that also causes problem to women entrepreneurs to start any entrepreneurial venture. And then low risk bearing ability. So because of financial constraints and because of low risk ability, that also is an obstacle to women entrepreneurs. Apart from all these different problems, there may be other problems which are inadequate infrastructural facilities. Inadequate infrastructure maybe in terms of the space, the transportation, or the other contacts, or the machineries, shortage of power, shortage of electricity, the high cost of production, and then social attitude. The attitude of the society is also negative towards women entrepreneurs, and therefore all these are the different problems and obstacles for women entrepreneurs while starting their own enterprise. Are you understanding any query till this?
No, sir.
Now we'll discuss about the women entrepreneurship incubators. There may be few business incubators who are providing support to women entrepreneurs. WeHub is one of the such business incubators which provides support to women entrepreneurs. This WeHub is established in Telangana, government of Telangana in 2018. This WeHub business incubator has launched various projects for women entrepreneurs, all including the existing as well as those who are thinking of starting the new business. This WeHub also has launched the Girls in STEAM project. So this STEAM means the STEAM is a short form of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So WeHub has launched this project, Girls in STEAM project, to encourage women entrepreneurs in the field of science, technology, engineering, arts and mathematics. Similarly, there is another business incubator exclusively for women entrepreneurship, which is called as Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship, CWE in short. So this CWE is a woman-focused business incubator. This provides access to different services like finance, raising the capital, the markets, providing technology, providing guidance, mentorship. The vision of this Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship (CWE) is to propagate skills, entrepreneurial success, and project women as influencer and national role models to inspire others and engender innovation. To engender innovation, that means to propagate or to promote innovation and to project women as influencer and national role models. They Catalyst for Women Entrepreneurship (CWE) works. Then we'll move towards social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship simply means that it is a process of recognizing and resourcefully pursuing opportunities to create social value. So social entrepreneurs are focused towards creating value for the society. There may be different problems prevailing in the society. To solve those critical problems of the society, the social entrepreneurs come up, they recognize and then formulate a sustainable solution to such social problems so as to create social value. Social entrepreneurship, in other ways, it is the use of techniques by startup companies and other entrepreneurs to develop, fund, and implement solutions to social, cultural, and environmental issues. So different social, cultural, and environmental issues are addressed by these startups. The different issues, social issues which are being addressed by social entrepreneurs can be educating extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promoting gender equality and empower women, reduce child mortality. Mortality means death rate, improving maternal health, combat the diseases like HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensuring environmental sustainability, and then global partnership for development. So these are the few of the social problems which are being addressed by social entrepreneurs through innovative solutions. And social entrepreneurs, these are individuals with innovative solutions to society's most pressing problems, as we discussed. They are ambitious and persistent, that is determined, and tackling major issues and offering new ideas for wide-scale change in the society. Social entrepreneur is a person who establishes an enterprise with the aim of solving social problems or effecting the social change. So through their acts, they pick up the pressing social problems. They find out sustainable, long-lasting solutions to such social problems, so as to effect a social change. Then, what are the different functions these social entrepreneurs take up? The first function is to address social issues inadequately addressed by government. Those issues which are not being addressed by the government adequately, those issues are taken up by the such type of social entrepreneurs like poverty, education. So these issues, social issues, may be taken up by such social startups. They provide urgent but sustainable solutions to such difficult social problems. Their function is to also create long-term systems and frameworks for non-governmental organizations, corporate social responsibility, and philanthropy. Philanthropy means charitable acts, and to bring professionalism and innovation in the social sector. Also to bring some professionalism as well as some innovation in the social sectors. Then we'll see the basic difference between the entrepreneurship and the social entrepreneurship, how they are different. First of all, the entrepreneurship provides economic value, but social entrepreneurs, they provide social value. They are providing value to the society by solving the social problems. Entrepreneurship is focused on customers. However, the social entrepreneurship is focused on society. The main goal of entrepreneurs is wealth maximization. However, the social entrepreneur's goal is to maximize the social impact. Entrepreneurship indirectly is linked to social issues through their acts of providing various innovative products and services. They indirectly address social issues. However, social entrepreneurs, they directly are linked to different social issues. Few social entrepreneurs we'll see in India. First, we'll discuss about Urvashi Sahni, who is a social entrepreneur, founder and CEO of SHEF, that is Study Hall Education Foundation, which is an organization dedicated to offering education to the most disadvantaged girls in India. Urvashi Sahni was felicitated with the Social Entrepreneur of the Year award in 2017 for her selfless act of dedication and passion. Similarly, there is another social entrepreneur, Santosh Parulekar. His objective is to create job opportunities for the unemployed youth in rural India. Particularly in rural India, his objective is to create job opportunities to unemployed youth. And with this objective, he started organization People Tree. The name of his organization is People Tree, that aims to impart formal training to the youth and provide them with reputable jobs in companies across the country. So through this organization, he provides training to the youth in rural areas who are unemployed, uneducated, and he provides the reputable jobs to these people, to these youth in companies across the country. He is operating since 2000, and with People Tree, he has trained more than 1,500 workers and intends to open training centers all over India in the coming years. There is social incubators like UNLTD India. It is one of the social incubator which provides a strong support to this kind of social entrepreneurs. This UNLTD India is actively into discovering funds and mentoring entrepreneurs in the impact space, aiming to bring about long-term solutions to India's social problems. This incubator has created 12,000 jobs till date and have reached out to more than a million beneficiaries. The different key programs which are being included in this UNLTD India business incubator is to provide basically the incubation support. They provide strong incubation support by providing seed funding. Have you heard of this term, seed funding? Pallavi?
Yes, sir. Initial capital.
Initial capital. Initial capital which is raised by the entrepreneur, which we call it as a seed funding. So this incubation, they provide seed funding to such innovative and social entrepreneurs. Also, they provide the opportunity to these social entrepreneurs to connect to a network of other affiliated incubators which are connected to Ltd India brand. Simultaneously, this Ltd India, this business incubator, arrange national conference for this early stage social entrepreneurs. The conference is called as the Huddle, HUDDLE. It is a national conference for these social entrepreneurs, for providing them the knowledge, the latest happenings, and to provide guidance to these entrepreneurs. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Any query?
No, sir.
So then we'll move towards another topic. We'll discuss about few cases of entrepreneurs in India, few successful entrepreneurs of India. First, we'll discuss about Ratan Tata. You all must be well aware of Ratan Tata, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So he born on 20th of December 1937 in Surat, chairman of Tata Group, with a net worth of $62 billion. His education was BSc in Architecture and Structural Engineering from Cornell University. With his vision and the entrepreneurial vision and passion, he achieved a lot of awards and different achievements in his life. He was awarded with Padma Bhushan, one of the highest civilian awards in 2000. Ratan Tata's dream was to manufacture a car costing around 1 lakh rupees, which is affordable to the middle class. He realized his dream by launching Tata Nano in New Delhi Auto Expo on 10th January 2008. Related to infrastructure, these major Tata companies you might be aware of, all these companies like Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Power, Tata Consultancy Services, Tata Tea, Tata Chemicals, Indian Hotels. Then Ratan Tata also led Tata to Korea and acquired Dev Motors heavy vehicle division. Also Tata Tea acquired Tetley. Tata Tele Services acquired Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, BSNL. Related to the Tata Group is running 96 businesses, and out of which 28 companies are publicly listed on the various stock exchanges. Also, Tata Group is world's top 50 group according to market capitalization and reputation. Flagship company of MP Birla Group of companies, founded by Sri Ghanesham Das Birla in the late 1910s and carried by Madhav Prasad Birla. In 1890s, Birla Corporation was a jute manufacturing company. However, over the time, it grew to operate few main divisions like cement, jute, linoleums. Linoleums means those floor material, those material which are used to cover the floors. Formerly known as Birla Jute Manufacturing Company Limited. With the expansion of divisions, the company changed their name in 1998 to Birla Corporation Limited. Then another Indian entrepreneur, Kirloskar Group, which was founded in 1888 as Kirloskar Brothers Limited. Their headquarters are in Pune, that is in Maharashtra. They are covering the entire world for their products, services. The Sanjay Kirloskar is chairman and MD of Kirloskar Group with a net revenue of $2,500 billion and having more than 18,000 employees working with Kirloskar Group. Different products they are manufacturing and marketing are different pumps, engines, compressors, screw and centrifugal chillers, valves, transmissions, submarine pipeline construction. All these are different products. The different companies under Kirloskar Group may be the Kirloskar Brothers Limited, Kirloskar Oil Engines, Kirloskar Ferrous Industries Limited, Kirloskar Chillers Private Limited, Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited. Then Kirloskar produced lathe including CNC types. So all these are the different companies under Kirloskar Group of companies. And few achievements will about Kirloskar Group, like the National Award of 2011 by Limca Book of Records for not losing a single mandate due to labor unrest in last 50 years. So continuously for 50 years they did not lose a single mandate, and for that they are being awarded by Limca Book of Records. Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited was honored by Parivartan Leadership Award for Sustainability in 2011, which was organized by India Carbon Outlook, New Delhi. Maharashtra Ratna 2010 award was awarded to Atul Kirloskar, Chairman and Managing Director of Kirloskar Oil Engine Limited, by the President of India, Pratibha Patil. Then other achievements are Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited have been awarded with 11th National Award for Excellence in Energy Management of 2010, organized by CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industries. CII Exim Bank Award for Business Excellence of 2009 was awarded for strong commitment to excel from Confederation of Indian Industries. And Kirloskar Brothers won the first Best of All Rajiv Gandhi National Quality Award in 1992. So all these are two achievements of Kirloskar Group. So today we have discussed the various topics like women entrepreneurship. What is women entrepreneurship? What are the different problems that are faced by women entrepreneurs? Then we discussed about the different business incubators which are providing support to women entrepreneurs in India. Along with that, we discussed social entrepreneurs, the meaning of social entrepreneurship, the different problems and functions of social entrepreneurs, the difference between entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. We took few examples of social entrepreneurs in India, like Urvashi Sahni and Santosh Porolekar. Along with that, we discussed social incubators like An Ltd India, and we discussed few cases of successful Indian entrepreneurs like Ratan Tata. Then we have G.D. Birla, Ghanshyam Das Birla, and then Kirloskar Group. So this is where we'll stop for today. Before we stop, please let me know if you have any queries related to the topics which we have discussed today. Any queries related to this topic?
No, sir.
Pallavi, Pooja, Suraj.
No, sir. No,
Akshay,
sir.